Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the rest of September. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in. So I'm just making sure that I'm on a different system now. You can see. Cancer, welcome. Welcome to the season finale of September 2025. That's the end of eclipse season. So this is great, right? It's been a little wild. But it's also the dawn of a new era. So I hope you're prepared for this, not only this entrance, right, into this brand new era, but also this exit that's going to happen. And I'm going to walk you through what's happening. I want you to know, just take a look already. So remember last week, we had a strong concentration of aspects just over a few days. You see that the beginning of September, the first 3 days, and then no aspects for the rest of the month. No planetary aspects, okay? The last day, we'll talk about it. There's something happening on the 30th. But just know that this is a big moment for you. This is absolutely a big moment where everything from this point forward is going to radically change your life. And that's because the prison portal, yes, it's still in place. And it's ushering you into this whole new world. Remember, all the outer planets, they're still retrograde. They're saying you've got to go within. There's some things that you may not see yet that needs to go. You need to leave in the past, okay? Because what it wants you to do is think about the last 2 years of your life. It's like a review. This is the checkup. Remember, everything from this point up until December, the planets are going to be back where they were in the beginning of the year, right? All the outer planets other than Pluto. So you're going to have a little bit of deja vu. Now, Sunday, and it's just wrapping things up. Remember, it's wrapping things up. It's a review to wrap things up as you move forward. Now, Sunday, September 21st, we have the new moon partial solar eclipse in Virgo, 29 degrees, 4 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, okay? This is game changing. As eclipses are, they're 100 times the power of a new moon, and they bring enormous change to put you on the path that you need to be on, right? It's a 6-month cycle. So just consider this for the next 6 months. It starts right now. And this is one of the most loaded and complex eclipses I've seen in a really long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bullet point it. 1, it's 29 degrees, a critical degree, anaretic degree. What does 29 degrees mean? It's a culmination. It's a graduation, okay? It's in the South Node in Virgo. This is saying something's got to go. Exactly what I've been saying, right? For something new to come in. And therein lies the irony of it all. It's a new moon solar eclipse. Something fresh, a new chapter, a door opening for you, something waiting to be born. So this is like a rebirth, okay? Ending, beginning. Yeah. Keep that in mind. You're going to see the same theme. I'm going to talk about this, but just remember, like I said, in your monthly forecast, this new moon solar eclipse in Virgo for you, Cancer, it's your 3rd house. So things are going to change in terms of the way that you communicate, and anything that has to do with communication. That's the 3rd house. Your mind is going to change. The 3rd house is the mind. You're going to have this shift in perspective. You're going to do things differently. PR, marketing, advertising, everything that's part of writing. Yeah. Part of the 3rd house. Okay. Siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. That's part of the 3rd house. Even travel. There may be some travel that you're doing. Remember, this is an amazing new moon solar eclipse, right? There's something brand new happening for you. It's also launching a business or selling goods as well. All right. 3rd house. Now, 2, you already got a glimpse of what may be happening with the new moon in Virgo that happened August 22nd at 0 degrees. That's another critical degree. It's a reset point, right? So things have been building up for you anyway. Since August 22nd, you started seeing changes in your daily routine, in your lifestyle, in work, in health, and the way that you communicate, and everything that I said 3rd house related. Because remember, Virgo natively rules work and health anyway. That's what I said. These eclipses are on that axis. 3, Saturn, who is life lessons, is back in Pisces. You know this. I said this in your monthly forecast. So what does that mean? The sun and moon, this eclipse, are going to be opposite Saturn at 29 degrees. Saturn, this is an opposition, okay? It's a little bit of a challenge. Saturn, who is restrictions. Saturn, who limits. Saturn, who is an authority. So he's come out, okay, out of his man cave. He's dressed in full cargo. Got a name placket, whatever you call it, saying Saturn. And he's wearing his aviators. So he's going to make you go through this change his way. And sometimes his way is the hard way. So, and when I say an authority, that can be taken literally. This is Saturn. So it can be a father. It can be a father figure. It can be a boss. But there may be someone that may be hard to work with around this eclipse, okay? Giving you new responsibilities. You're going to see that, all right? This eclipse is on the karmic node of fate, and Saturn is karma. So what's baked in is a karmic life lesson for you. So remember, you pass Saturn's test, he rewards you. That's how karma works anyway. But this requires discipline, okay? That's going to be Saturn's rule. 4, you have to release old patterns, habits, systems, structures, things that no longer serve you well, Cancer, and it is non-negotiable. At this point, with what's happening with just the eclipse alone, non-negotiable. Okay, you got old patterns, habits, everything I said, everything. Your MySpace profile, it's got to go. Your BlackBerry, it's got to go. You got a flip phone too, the one where you got to press a number 3 or 4 times to get a letter, it's got to go. You're moving into a brand new era, all right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts here, or whats, or whys. It's got to go. You have to decide what has to go for your new you. Because not only is this eclipse on the south node in Virgo, Saturn is at 29 degrees Pisces. That's the very last degree of the very last sign of the zodiac. Endings for your new beginning. Remember, the prism portal, the rare grand trine alignment that we are experiencing right now, that nobody on Earth in history has ever experienced, is also still pushing out with the old, in with the new. 5. Remember what I said last week, okay? Every single planet other than Jupiter, they're between 29 and 0 degrees. 2 degrees, actually. Remember, Venus, by the way, is in Virgo too. Yeah? You're going to be communicating. Relationships, money, you're going to be communicating. You're going to be a little bit more detailed, nitpicky, love. Anyway, all these planets, other than Jupiter, either sitting on or passing through the 0 degree point, the point of reset right now. Okay? So you see, this is a big eclipse. And those are just top level things. You are on your path to alignment, on your karmic journey for the rocket ship of this amazing new moon that has, sure, Saturn just kind of, he's got his clipboard. Yeah. But for you to continue forward, you have to take inspired action. You have to do that every day. And in order to do that, Cancer, you have to care about the direction you want to go and how you're going to contribute to the collective. That is locked and loaded now. You're going to see that. Everyone's going to see more of humanity rather than lenses, all right? Lenses. Because Virgo is all about service to others. Don't forget that, okay? And to be of service to others, it starts with self-love. So I want you to be kind to yourself this week, because this is going to be really strong, okay? And I did tell you the lower expressions, the South Node in Virgo, it's being hard on yourself. It's being self-critical, hypercritical. It's that I've got to be perfect energy. You don't have to be. We're all human, okay? Now, mutable signs. If you're a cross watcher, by the way, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your husband, or for your sister who's got to hear this. Mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, will feel this eclipse the most. And Cancer, I am going to throw you in there. The moon is your ruler. All right? If you know your birth chart, if you know your natal chart, if you have any planets, and it doesn't matter which ones, if you have any planets between 27 to 1 degree in Virgo or Pisces, yeah, you will feel this the most. All right, Cancer. And yeah, it's because of Saturn being at 29 degrees, right? 29 degrees Pisces. So if you have any planet there at 27, 28, 29 degrees, it's going to be conjuncting Saturn. You're going to really feel this eclipse. As a reference, I'm an Aquarius. I'm a Gemini rising, and I'm a Virgo moon at 29 degrees. So this new moon, partial solar eclipse at 29 degrees in Virgo, is literally on top of my moon opposite Saturn. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay. Now, 12 hours later, on Monday, September 22nd, Mars is moving into Scorpio. This is happening until November 4th. So do you have a blowhorn? You got some cake with you right now? I'm about to tell you really good news, Cancer. Mars rules Scorpio. This is his home. He has not been here for 2 years. There's already a marching band waiting for him. Okay. He's very, very happy. Remember, the beginning of the year, he was stuck for about 8 months. He was stuck in your sign. He was in other signs that he didn't do well in. He was retrograde. It was all of that. So buckle up, AF, Cancer, because Mars in Scorpio rules your 5th house of joy and pleasure and true love and romance and sex. 5th house is procreation. Y'all about to have babies. Yeah? Congratulations. Creative projects as well. Self-expression, hobbies, all of that. Even entrepreneurship. So, this is intense though, okay? This is intense. Mars in Scorpio has an intensity to it, but you can use that. This is drive. This is determination. This is ambition. This is your passion cranked up. You are going to have a blast. You deserve this, Cancer. You got Jupiter in your sign too. You're protected. You're good. So this is cranked up to a whole other level that's going to bring in those archetypes of Scorpio anyway. Relationships, intimacy, investments, gaining power. As part of your ongoing transformation, you are going to feel this. You're going to feel this. And as I said in your monthly forecast, you're going to feel driven like you haven't all year. Okay? Which is great. But just be mindful. Again, Mars in Scorpio brings a little bit of intensity and can be very Arya Stark. Okay? You get that, right? No mercy. Mars in Scorpio likes grudges. So we don't want to move into those lower expressions. You want to use the higher expressions. This is soulmate energy. This is your 5th house. All right. Now, literally 12 hours after that, you hear me say that? 12 hours after that, we move into Libra season. Welcome to the equinox. Happy fall. Happy spring. If you are in the southern hemisphere, it's the equinox. Equal day and night. Hence, equinox. Equilibrium. Hence, Libra. Balance. Okay? Focus on balance. Emotional, spiritual, moral, ethical. That's Libra energy. Okay? You don't want to be like the 2 burglars in Home Alone. Slipping on paint cans. Tumbling down the stairs. Focus on balance, okay? Mind, body, spirit, all of that. Now, this is what's going to happen for you, Cancer. Libra rules your 4th house of home and family. Guess what? That's your home. So, you're going to have the fact that you've got Mars and Scorpio in the 5th the sun in Libra in the 4th. You got Jupiter in your side. I mean, you have so much home family stuff that's about to come up. Okay? For 4 weeks. Even into November with Mars and Scorpio. But that's more like, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So anyway, Libra season for the next 4 weeks. By the way, Libra is known for partnerships and relationships and marriage and love and contracts. Anyway, so you're going to have this big overlap here. This is going to be a big theme for you. So I want you to get excited because this is actually really, really amazing. Libra is also peace and harmony. So everything that I just mentioned with relationships, partnerships, home, true love, intimacy, all of that, you're going to focus on it, but with some intensity with Mars and Scorpio. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's my breakfast. I'm spitting it out. I'm trying to get these recordings in so I'm literally filming on Friday and posting these on Friday. So where am I? So you're going to have a blast. Everything's going to be about diplomacy for you. Remember that. Don't hold any grudges. Libra is all about justice. Just bear that in mind because you see Mars will square Pluto. Mars at this point, because he just got home, he just went into, the kitchen. He had a couple Zimas. So he's already squaring. He's already doing it. He's already like, arr, okay? This is just the perfection. So that you start feeling. So bear that in mind. The equinox, by the way, has always represented the beginning and the end of a harvest. Ancient times, everything is cyclical. Equinox happening at the same time Mars is in Scorpio, which represents death and rebirth. So do you see what's happening in just the first few days? All the planets other than Jupiter and your sign, by the way, at 0 degrees, reset, yeah? The eclipse at 29 degrees, a new moon solar eclipse, mind you, on the south node, endings and beginnings. The equinox, endings and beginnings. Mars and Scorpio, endings and beginnings. Death and rebirth. Okay? So you get what's happening here when I say non-negotiable energy. And all of these events are happening within 24 hours of each other. That's why I kept saying 12, right? Each 12 hours apart. And remember, equinox is equal day and equal night, 12 hours each. Notice the numerology of the number 12. That's cycles. That's cosmic order. That is completion. That's 12. This is truly rebirth energy. So please, FTLOG, don't resist change. Change is going to happen. It's the only constant that we know of other than my weekly videos. So stay true to your authentic self. Okay? While you create this new reality, Cancer, you have it. There are some signs that don't have it as good as you, is all I'm saying. You got it good. Tuesday, September 23rd, the sun in Libra will be opposite Neptune in Aries. Okay? So remember, sun still opposite Saturn. Remember, these oppositions you feel days before, days after. The sun will also trine Uranus and Pluto. Wow, that's amazing. But let's start with the sun opposite Neptune in Aries. There's got to be something here, okay? And all I have to say for you, Cancer, be real with yourself. Ask yourself, in any situation, especially any that have to do with career, yeah, or how you want to be recognized, the sun and opposite Neptune and Aries at 0 degrees, right? And your 10th house of fame and career. And again, if you're not here for career, just whatever you're putting your energy into that you want to be known for. The 10th house is honors and achievements and recognition. Are you being real with yourself? This is Neptune. I've talked about this. And remember, you want to surrender things anyway. You got to know what it is, because Neptune retrograde is bringing the lower expressions of illusion and deception and misreality and fantasy and wishful thinking and even misinformation. So Do you only see the good in something and not the full picture? That's what I'm saying. Be honest with yourself. In certain circumstances, tap into your spiritual warrior. That's going to help. So there may be something here you have to really think about. Okay? Neptune's coming in hard. Now, the sun, trine Uranus, and Gemini, and Pluto and Aquarius. Amazing. You have another grand air trine. Literally 24 hours exact after the equinox. You can't make this up. So, we already had one of these last week, but it was Mercury. Now you have the sun. Wow. Okay? That's that life force. Your soul. That's the sun. Soul. El sol. Yeah? Solar. This is amazing. All air signs. So what does this mean? That's a lot of mental stimulation. Head above the clouds. Really great at conversations. Negotiating, all of that. Okay? It's air energy. Up here. Communication is going to be a big thing for you. And remember, as part of this, Uranus trine Pluto, right? That is innovation. It's revolution. It's evolution. It's transformation. It's communication. Don't forget what I said last week. Pluto is outside. It's ecliptic. That's rare. What does that even mean if you don't remember? It means it's out of bounds. Pluto is out of bounds, which is rare. It means he's a little bit more extreme. He's unsupervised, okay? He is a kid with a bottle of ketchup, and he's going to do some things. So, the fact that you have Pluto in Aquarius in your 8th house, not only transformation, 8th house is death and rebirth because it's Scorpio's home, okay? There may be something here. Just keep that in mind. And I'm going to tell you something else. But before I tell you the bigger thing, the 8th house rules wealth building, inheritance, investments, joint bank accounts, royalties, and partnership building. And we're in Libra season. And you got Mars in Scorpio. So across the board, you're going to have a lot of partnership activity. It can be love. It can be career, contracts, big thing here. All right. But at the end of the day, it does look like when I see what's happening for you, you are ready for an enormous transformation and you're going to have it no matter what. Yeah. You can thank Mars and Scorpio. Now, the other reason why I want you to really pay attention to this is because Uranus and Pluto, the trine, right? Part of the prison portal, by the way. So this is happening for years. Remember, I said there's peaks, there's etc. This is the closest Uranus and Pluto have been since they met up. Okay? I think they're 6 minutes apart. You're going to feel this. And Uranus trine Pluto, what is that? It's your breakthrough. Okay? It's your breakthrough. And so this is really potent. It's your breakthrough. It's your transformation. It's caterpillar to butterfly, Uranus and Gemini in your 12th. Spiritual. A lot of healing energy here as well, but it's the 12th house. It's the subconscious. It's intuition. And so Uranus and Gemini is all about expanding your consciousness, freeing your mind. So you are going to have an enormous breakthrough. Okay. I want you to use this. That's the thing. You got to use this. All right. Use it. And you going to love it. You can wear your sunglasses at night. This is also, this it's rebellious energy. It's you doing you. It has an edge to it. Don't forget Saturn and Neptune are still conjunct. Yeah. So Saturn and Pisces and your 9th house is spirituality. Oh yeah. You're going to have a really big that's your worldview too. Huge shift in perspective happening for you right now. And your transformation is going to involve some sort of bonding or socializing or networking. It's a grand air trine. Yeah. Thinking outside the box and shaking up routines. You can expect that if you want it. Looking at what's happening for you, you want it. Okay. You want to be like Aaron Paul at the season finale of Breaking Bad. You saw him in that getaway car. You saw him. Yeah. Anyway, Wednesday, September 24th, you have Mars square Pluto. Here you go. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. At 1 degree. This is strong, okay? Out of the gazillion aspects in astrology, Mars square Pluto, top 10 challenging aspects, okay? And it's tangled up with a Uranus Pluto trine. Ultimately, what this is, if you're going to have your breakthrough, this is saying you may break some things down to have your breakthrough, or some things may be broken down for your breakthrough. Okay? Just letting you know. Mars is in Scorpio in your 5th house. Pluto is in Scorpio, or Pluto's in Aquarius in your 8th house, okay? So you have the two most powerful planets not seeing eye to eye, and you have the two planets that rule Scorpio. Mars is Scorpio's traditional ruler. Pluto is Scorpio's modern ruler. And remember, Scorpio has intensity to it. So here's the thing. There may be something here where you don't see eye to eye when it comes to money, wealth building, love, romance, children, a creative project, creative partners. Okay? That's what's happening here. And sex. Because it's your 8th house, it's the 2 houses of sex in the zodiac wheel. And it's Scorpio energy. So here's the thing. There is going to be something you feel around this time. This has a kick to it. It's a ghost pepper kick. Now, what makes this even more intense is the fact that the moon, your ruler, just happens to be in Scorpio this day. So it is the moon conjunct Mars square Pluto in Aquarius. You can't make this up. What does that mean? You are going to feel emotionally amped up. There is a very high likability. Is that the right word? It's really early. I'm trying to get this done before. There's a really good chance that there's going to be something that has to do with significant other, home, family. By the way, it can even be like a realtor. It can be like a landlord, that kind of energy, like not seeing eye to eye, okay? Mars is the warrior god. Pluto is a ruler of the underworld, all right? Remember, he's out of bounds. He's a little wild. Mars is aggressive. You could sell tickets to this show. They're about to West Side Story. So what does this mean for you? This is emotional extremity. This is manipulation. This is power struggles. This is power trips. Okay? You might feel a little bit of a squeeze. The other thing is, remember, you, out of all the signs, Cancer, have Pluto in your 8th house. Remember, Pluto's a ruler of the underworld. He rules the 8th house. He's at home. But he goes through that Aquarius energy to go really deep. And so this is very psychological. A lot of this has to do with your future. But at the end of the day, you are going to ask yourself, what's beneath the surface? What are you holding in that needs to come out? Pluto's going to find it. Okay? Mars, being aggressive, is poking the bear. So that would be Pluto. If you have any built up energy, if you have any secrets, they're going to come out. They may. But it's part of your transformation. Remember, you have to leave things in the past. So ironically, this actually works well for you. But just remember, there's a little bit of a squeeze. This is, oh no, you didn't energy right here. Okay, Arya Stark. Remember, stay frosty, be cool. You're going to be fine. Things may come to the surface, especially for you. Use it. If you need to air out the laundry, or however you say that saying, just channel this energy productively, okay? And when I say that, Mars is physicality. Pluto is power. Go for a long jog by the river. Do some gardening. But the ones where you're snipping stuff or you're hosing things down, you want to be physically assertive. That's what you want. That's how you use this, okay? Because remember, we're in Libra season, peace and harmony. Be more like Jon Snow or his apprentice guy, Gunther, whatever his name is, the one that lived, the one he read a lot of books. Anyway, have your transformation, Cancer, diplomatically. Always be the best version of yourself. You have to be at that high frequency of love and compassion and gratitude. And I say, when you are, this is a cakewalk, okay? And I did say in your monthly forecast, it bears repeating. We are always the same person, but every moment we have is unrepeatable. So you always want to be in the now. You always want to be in the present. That's how you connect with your authentic self and see through your lens for the world you want to live in. And remember, everything has ripple effects. You're on a karmic journey, okay? So, you want to talk about this? Where is it? Tuesday the 30th? Can you see what that is? By the way, if you joined Great Awakener, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You've made my day. You bring me a lot of joy. And by the way, it's still on sale. The founding member sale. Yeah. That's up to 75% off. That's like 30 cents a day, y'all. So everything's in the description box. If you still want it during the sale, right? It's great. We got another instructor coming on. We got 2 more instructors. It's all free. You know that. It's all live streams too. And I talk about things like this. Okay? That's the comet. You've heard of 3-eye atlas. Yeah? The comet. Because well, there's news now that it's not. But remember, Neptune has been very active. Media, right? Mercury was opposite Neptune last week. I talked about this on Great Awakener. Anyway, this comet, by the end of the month, will be in the Libra constellation and is going to conjunct Mars. So everything is energy. You know, I talk about the planetoids, the asteroids, the fixed stars. They all have an impact on all 12 signs. So what do you think will happen when this interstellar object gets really close to Mars? Think about that. Think about that, okay? And it's not like a traditional conjunction as we know. It's not, we don't even know what it is. So, but it's energy. And yeah, I've already talked about it. I've told you what it is. Okay, so on greatawakener.com. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Cancer, for this rest of September. Yeah? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, listen, I do a traditional, how y'all doing? I do a traditional cult across spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. And you know, love y'all. And I gotta go. I gotta keep going. Okay, I gotta keep going. Not to rush or anything. And I won't. I'm gonna just gotta do a time check. And yeah. If you are a cross watcher, you may have seen me do back-to-back videos, like 8 of them last night. Okay. Oh my! You saw me hit that harder than normal. You're good as clay. Well, I don't even know what to say. You're really, really, really good. But I gotta tell you something. Okay, you're really good. You got all these court cards, major arcana, other than the 2 of Wands. But we gotta talk about this 2 of Wands. If you are a cross watcher, you know the 2 of Wands has been coming up a lot, okay? Time to move forward, okay? No more dilly-dally. No more standing around at the top of your castle. No more. You gotta move forward. You gotta move forward, okay? You gotta let some things go. Normally, this is a really good card, but with a week like this and then looking at your spread, I'm gonna show you something here. He's got the world in his hand. Yeah, that is a great card, great card. It's actually attributed to Mars and Aries. Look at the wand bolted to the wall. Yeah. Wands, which are very just invigorating and uplifting, and they love to thrive. They do not like being bolted down. You see, he also has 1 foot in, 1 foot out. No, It's time. It's a great card for planning as you move into the last 2 weeks of September. But you got to eventually move. You got to eventually, you can hold your, achievements and like, oh, I made it. I'm here. But why are you still standing there? Why are you still standing there? You've got to move forward. Okay. So especially with any of your passions or even work related matters, Page of Swords and the heart of your spread. Amazing. You get out of that. You take some action, take that inspired action. You get that Page of Swords, okay? Page of Swords, this is someone who is like a sponge. He loves learning new things. He's enthusiastic, okay? He just got a job as a security guard at the mall. He's in his uniform. He's like, oh my gosh, it's my first day. I cannot wait to do my rounds. That's you right now, okay? And listen, it's the Page of Swords. It's fresh, new energy, but also young. So there's something new that you're moving into, especially up here. New way of thinking. It's a swords, right? New way of seeing things. Your worldview, your perspective is all shifting. You are changing. There's this big change, okay? And you want it. Remember, there's enthusiasm here. Now, it's almost like there's something setting you free. Once you have a conversation, once you change the way that you see something and leave it in the past. The Lovers in your challenge area. So it looks like there may be some, what they saw, trouble in paradise, something like that. There may be something with a partnership relationship. I told you that was going to be a big theme for you, right? You see it here. Okay. So yeah, there may be the ending of one, but remember, it's non-negotiable. There's this new era. And so it's just going to happen for some of y'all. And again, it could just maybe like a contract with, a client. It could be, you know what I mean? Like that every Cancer has a different birth chart. It's like your fingerprint. Everyone's going to feel it a different way. But when you get Lovers in your challenge area, yeah, that really means there may be something you have to really look at and examine in terms of a partnership, a relationship, or how you view one, how you approach one. Okay? That you're currently in, or one that you want, or one that's not working. We gotta look at things in a new way. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Now, King of Pentacles, Temperance. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. King of Pentacles, the richest king. But this is someone who's a provider. He's very practical. He's very pragmatic. He owns his wealth. You see his robe? You can't even distinguish his robe from his harvest. He is integrated in his wealth. Hand over the pentacle. That is ownership. He didn't get that robe at Walmart. This is custom made. Custom made. Okay? You can have it all. You can have it all. You're going to be working on that. Okay? That's something that you want. And that's something that you deserve. All this wealth. And the wealth comes in many forms. Many forms. But the fact that you have Pluto highly active in your 8th house of wealth building, go for it. Go for it. Temperance. And that's what I'm saying. It could be like, hey, maybe my current investor, banker, whatever it is, maybe that's not working out. Need a new one that's going to do things. Temperance. Okay. Really great. There you go. There's your balance. Okay. Mind, body, spirit, patience. That's what is required here. There's a lot of activity happening. Okay. You got 2 archangels. Like, even though he's in your challenge area, he still got you. You know what I mean? He's like, just take care of this, right? Temperance and the root of your spread. So absolutely love it. Just again, look at this. Foot in the water, foot on the ground. Yeah. I want you to merge what you think is possible with what you believe is also real. Merge it now, but have patience knowing that you're taken care of. Whatever your goal is, whatever is your finish line, you will get there. If you doubt yourself, that's low energy frequency, okay? That's that Neptunian energy. You've got to ask yourself, is this the reality that I want? Or am I being real with myself? And you'll be fine. You got the Page of Pentacles in your future. There's something here. When you got these 2 pages, when you finally, do something here, Look at that. There's your door to your brand new world. There it is. Page of Pentacles. Now he's a good student. This is a Page of Pentacles. He's got that pentacle. You know what he wants to do? He wants to turn that into something big. Remember, Pluto's going to be very active in your 8th house of wealth building. Pentacles are also your physical reality. It doesn't have to be money or a job or career. It can be like a relationship as well. Okay? So keep manifesting, because when you have the Page of Pentacles in your future, you're going to get what you want. That's where he's going to be. He is going to be the King of Pentacles. Let's get to your stuff. You got something coming through. Something new. Something that's going to make you rich. I want to be your friend. And that's the other thing. When Jupiter moves into Leo next year anyway, that is your 2nd house. So then you got Jupiter, the planet of luck and wealth and profit, moving into your 2nd house of money and salary income. So you see, you're already building. You got a roadmap for the next 2 years. Like you're good. Anyway, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Cancer, y'all are amazing. I do want to hear from you, because I want to tell me what's going on. All right, let's. Okay, we're gonna have to. You're good. You got the 6 of Wands. Go for it. Remember, Mars and Scorpio. I told you that's going to be like, you're going to feel it. And you're really motivated. Money. Okay? Money, wealth, stability with money, all of that. Okay? That's going to be a driving force, especially with the 6 of Wands. Yeah? This is eminence. This is rising above it all. This is taking that inspired action for that applause, for achievements, success, victory. And a lot of work related matters here. Yeah, profession. But again, just your passions. You can just think of that. But this card is attributed to Jupiter and Leo. You just had all that Leo energy in your 2nd house anyway. 2nd house is finances. So again, it just feels like there's something here that you're really, what's going to help is money. Stability, increasing money, and your legacy is involved here too. Okay, you got Neptune in your 10th, Saturn's still kind of on the edge of that. You got the Emperor in your external factors area. There's your Saturn. This is really good, because it's saying, yeah, there is someone coming through for you, someone who has a lot of power, someone that can change things for you in a huge way. Okay, someone who, he rules. He's the ruler of the land. It's the Emperor. Yeah, and it can be a boss. It can be a CEO. It can be a investor. It can be as high as you go. I don't even know how much higher you can go than that. Founder, yeah, creator, whatever it is. You got someone on your side that's going to help open these doors. Now, the other thing that's coming through, this is your Saturn. That's also maybe a little bit of it's like Mr. Miyagi with a Karate Kid. Okay, maybe there is a little bit of like, you need a little bit of a ultimately that's going to be you sitting in that throne. Okay, so it doesn't matter, but there is someone that's going to be that Saturn. All right, you work with him, it's going to be great. Work with him the hard way, it's going to be great. You resist, it may be a little, okay, but look across your cross. Look at this. Who's holding the world in their hands? So look at that journey of yours. 4 of Swords. Take that time out. Take that time out. You're overthinking, overanalyzing this week. You're going to go sit in nature, okay? Get a picnic blanket. Get a Diet Coke. Ham sandwich, whatever you need. Just sit by the river. You need that time, okay? You need that time to remember who you are, being your authentic self. Things are going to get started this week. 9 of Swords. Yeah? What I say about Mars square Pluto. What I say about that. Okay? Remember, that has a lot to do with relationships, significant other, true love, romance, family, creative projects, creative partners. Okay? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Vibrate at that high frequency. Self-love. What do I say about that? Self-love. There's going to be some not seeing eye to eye. But you cannot hold on to that energy. You may be disappointed by someone, or you may feel maybe a little regret for you having done something as well. Diplomacy, justice, peace. Those are the big themes for Libra season. So Cancer, like everything's really good. Like, I'll do it. I'm gonna give you a clarifier here. Yeah. GTFO of your head. And then you'll be fine. Okay? Yeah, there may be something here with a quarrel with someone else. Yeah. Get through it. Get through it. You got the Empress. She's a goddess, okay? Associated with Venus, the planet of love and relationships and money. This is abundance. This is luxury. Look at her sitting in look at that comfort. Look at the comfort, right? She's not sitting up like a queen. Look at that. This is luxury. She has it all, and you can have it all, okay? Remember, Libra season's makeup energy too. Remember what I said. Was it you? No. Well, I say it all the time. If you are not seeing eye to eye with someone, and you're like an 80s movie poster. You all in that fight, like arms crossed, back to back. No. Take the inspired action. Even conversations that may be hard, initiate. Because what happens, regardless of the outcome, even if the other person is like, bye-bye, or you know you did your best. You know you did the best that you could do, and you can live with that, okay? And then you don't have to be in that situation. And then there you go. Everything that's been waiting for you, you finally get it. The Empress is everything. 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 And speaking of harvest, ending and beginnings, there you go. Empress, card 3, creation. She's even pregnant. You see the pomegranates over her gown. And that's the other thing. Literally, you're going to have babies, like I said. Congratulations. Or there's one entering the family. Remember, you have family stuff. And this is something new being born. You even see the golden wheat, a new crop. You're moving into something very abundant. Keep manifesting it, because you literally got the only 2 people in all of tarot who hold that golden scepter. And that golden scepter, like I said, anything they touch turns to gold. You've got to get out of your own head. You've got to get out of your own way. You've got to be okay with whatever this is. Look at that. 2 pages. You know this is bonkers. You know this is rare. To get these 2 and these 2 book ending your cross, you at 2 pages. What else you got? What kind of panel? Yeah, you got the pair. You got the Empress and the Emperor. Divine masculine, divine feminine. This is power. This is power. Okay? Mars in Scorpio is power, but more powerful than that for you would be Pluto and Aquarius in your 8th house of transformation. So you are going to have a big transformation. You pivotal person too, but come on. You're good. AF. Cancer, thanks so much. Next week we're doing October. A lot of y'all moving. Some of y'all moving. Some of y'all something. We'll talk about it. All right. Or looking for property or something like that. Maybe buying property, selling. We'll talk about it. Maybe y'all getting married too. I see that in in the stars. Cancer, thanks so much. If you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments. And yes, we're going to do the second spread. Oh my goodness, we're going to do a spread just on the new moon solar eclipse alone, okay? We're going to isolate that because it's so big, okay? So tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Really good and legendary members. Anybody's welcome to join. We have a lot of fun. Cancer, I had a lot of fun with you today. Y'all made me laugh. Let's see if I can get this up by noon. Oh gosh, nope, I can't. All right, Cancer, let's okay, I'm going to go. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.